joining me today. Let's take a minute to just breathe. Open your arms wide, reaching up, and then bringing those arms back down. Continue that flow, breathing in, reaching up, and breathing out, lowering down. As you flow, if you'd like to join me, begin thinking of all of the things that you're grateful for. Breathing in as we reach up and breathing out as we lower our arms down. Smile to yourself. You're here to take care of your body, your mind, and your spirit. Good. We'll bring our hands back to center and take a moment to think about what you would like to dedicate this yoga session to. Then lower your hands and imagine bringing energy up through your body, moving those hands up, up, up through your body. Good, bringing those arms back down, and again, maybe even scooping that energy up, bending your knees and pulling it into your system. Imagine all goodness coming up through your body, cleansing every cell of your body. Breathing out as we lower down and breathing in as we scoop up. Beautiful. And once again, we'll meet with our hands at heart center. Good. Let's make sure our feet now are about hips distance apart. We're going to lift that left arm up and over, getting a nice side body stretch on the left side. Maybe even pulling that top arm, getting a deeper stretch. Good, and then we'll switch to the other side. Reaching over, maybe pulling that arm, stretching the right side body. Good, once again, stretching to the left, maybe pulling that top arm, and maybe even taking that left foot behind you, bending your knees and pulling a little bit deeper. Just beginning to wake up our bodies. Good. And switching to the other side, lifting that right arm up, maybe giving a little pull, maybe even taking that right foot behind, bending the knees and pulling a little deeper. Wonderful job. Let's bring those arms down, bringing our feet once again to that hips distance apart. We can use a block here if we have one, or maybe a pillow. And we're going to place it right between our thighs, squeezing. If you don't have a block or you don't have a pillow or that's not comfortable for you, then just imagine that your thighs are rolling in toward the center, though they won't be touching. We want those toes pointing forward. We're going to bend our knees, push our hips back enough to see our toes. Lift those arms into the air and push your shoulders back. Good. We don't want an arch in our back, so tuck that tummy back, holding here in a chair pose. Good. Bring your hands to your heart. Squeeze that block, squeeze that pillow, or just imagine that you're doing so. And then dive those hands down, allowing your body to just hang here. Let go of all bits of tension. Maybe even nod your head a little yes and no. Good. Then take those arms behind you, pointing back as though they're wings, pointing back toward the back of your room. Bend your knees. And then bring those arms forward. Once again, making sure you can see your toes, pushing your hips back. Push those shoulders back. Good. And maybe bring your hands to your heart. Squeezing those thighs toward one another. Imagining those muscles are rolling in toward the center. Good. Dive your fingers down. And again, hang your body here. Let all bits of tension go. Good. One last time. Bring those arms back behind you. And then bend your knees. Push those arms forward. Push the knees back enough to see your toes. Tuck your tummies back. Shoulders back. Good. Holding here. Beautiful. Maybe bring your hands to your heart. Wonderful. Dive those hands down and let your body relax here. Let it all go. Maybe even make the sound. Good. Then slowly roll your body up, one vertebrae at a time. Bringing your neck up last. Beautiful. Let's do some shoulder rolls back and forward. Very nice. If you have a block or a pillow, you can leave it right there. And just again, imagine your legs are pulling in toward one another. Squeezing that block. Get those knees just slightly bent and bring our left arm in front of us. We're going to cross that arm across our bodies, keeping our torsos forward, and then grab that left arm with our right hand, maybe even tucking at the elbow. You can hold anywhere that feels good to you, getting a pull on that left shoulder. We tend to lift it up toward our ear. We're going to drop it down. Good. Really feeling that stretch. Feeling it on the shoulder, feeling it on the neck. Keeping our tummy strong. Keep those knees slightly bent or straighten them. Good. We'll lower that arm down. Let's roll both shoulders back, maybe even bending the knees in the roll as well. Good, and forward. Good. We'll take the right arm out now, cross it across our bodies, keeping our torsos forward. Grab that right arm and pull pushing the shoulder down. Knees can be bent slightly or straight. Remember to breathe. Roll the outer tummy muscles in toward the center, protecting your lower back. Good, then gently lower down. And once again, let's roll our shoulders back, maybe bending our knees as well. And forward. Very nice. Lift those arms into the air. Breathing in and then hinging at the waist, bringing those arms out to the sides and then lowering all the way down, hanging your body here. Again, you may nod your head a little yes and no. Release your jaw. Release your tongue. Relax your body. Stretching the backs of your legs. Stretching your shoulders. Beautiful. We're going to bend our knees slightly and once again roll our bodies all the way up, taking a few breaths on the way up. Very nice. Shake it all out. If you have a block or a pillow, you're welcome to remove that at this time. Very nice. Let's work on our balancing a little bit. We'll stand on our right leg. And we're just going to take that left knee out to the side. We can keep our left toes on the mat. And we can bring our hands to our hearts. If you feel comfortable, you can lift that foot off of the ground just slightly, preferably not on your knee. Those of you who want to bring it up even higher can hold it up and tuck it in, pushing the hip of that left side down. Choose what feels good to you in this moment. Good, working on balancing. If you need to hold on to a chair or a wall, feel free to do that. This is your practice. No expectations, no judgments. This is all for you. Good, you can keep your hands at your heart or maybe bring them up into the air. Maybe even swaying like a tree. Beautiful. Bring your hands back down to heart center, and let's bring that knee down and just walk it out. Good. Let's switch sides. So this time we'll stand on our left foot and we'll turn that right knee out to the side. We don't want it facing forward. We do want that hip opening up as much as possible. We want our tummies facing forward, bringing our hands to our hearts if possible. Maybe lifting that foot a bit. Good. Keeping those legs strong, keeping your torso strong. Hands could stay here, or maybe bringing them into the air, maybe even swaying like a tree in the wind. Beautiful. Bring those hands back to your heart if you've lifted them. And we'll lower that leg down and walk it out. Very nice. Now we often forget to take care of our necks. Let's do a little bit of our neck exercising. Just turn your head to look toward the left gently. And then back to center. And to the other side. And back to center. And just continue at your own pace, breathing out as you look to the side, breathing in at center. We want shoulders relaxed. back to center. We'll bend our knees here now. Feet are about hips distance apart. Place our hands on our thighs, and we're going to arch our backs down, bringing our chests and our chins up as we breathe in. And then as we breathe out, we'll round our bodies, tucking our chins in, stretching our backs, stretching our throats, breathing in, opening our hearts, breathing out, rounding back, stretching our shoulders here, lower back, neck. Continue at your own pace, breathing out as we round the back up, breathing in as we open our hearts, flowing at your own speed, knowing you can hold in any position or just flow. Beautiful. We'll come back to center, and this time we're just going to again allow ourselves to hang our bodies right here. Good. Then bend your knees enough to touch the floor, and then cross one foot behind the other and work your way down onto the mat. Beautiful. If it's uncomfortable for you to sit in a cross-legged position, perhaps your knees are a little bit tender, you can grab a pillow, a block, a bolster, whatever you have around you to boost yourself up a little bit. You can go as high as it feels comfortable to you. Take care of your body. Adjust as needed. Cross your legs. And we'll do that same movement that we were doing standing up, but we'll do that sitting down. So we breathe in, arching our backs, lifting our hearts, and then breathe out, rounding. Again, flowing at your pace. We'll come down onto our bellies. We're going to place our fingers facing forward. We want our chests lifted, shoulders back, glutes are relaxed. Our feet are on the shoelace parts. Opening our hearts in this Sphinx pose, stretching our lower backs. Beautiful. Go ahead and lower yourself down to your belly. Place your hands or your chin on the mat, maybe even placing your chin on top of your hands. And then bend your knees and tick-tock them back and forth, stretching your lower back. Good. With your knees still bent, just circle your feet around, stretching out your ankles. Circle the opposite way. Good, then wiggle those toes. And then point and flex your feet. Beautiful, and tick-tocking one more time. Back and forth. Beautiful, lower those legs. We're going to go into our final relaxation. You can stay right in this position, or maybe roll over onto your back. If you have a couch or a chair near you, you can even roll onto your back. Place your legs up on the couch, taking a little bit of pressure off your lower back. Choose what feels good to you. Maybe get a blanket. We'll be here for a few minutes. And if it feels okay, you can bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly, or maybe both out to the sides. This is your time to completely relax. If there's a pose you're still craving before relaxation, feel free to do that at this time. Very slowly begin coming back to your breath. into your body. And gently begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. And then relax. Wherever you are, whether you're sitting up or lying down, let's bring our hands to our hearts. Coming into the prayer pose with our hands. Thank yourself once again for taking this time to honor who you are. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Take your time getting up,